Hey everybody, this is my rant on insects. Yes, insects. This one might not be as long as my Resi Evil, you know? But, yeah. Insects suck. I mean, shit, they pollinate flowers and all that shit, but I mean, who really cares? We got hummingbirds and fruit bats and all that shit that do that. Why do we need these stupid insects? Another thing is, whenever you want them to be around, they're not around. And whenever you don't want them to be around, they're around. I mean, like, not that anyone really wants them to be around, but I mean, if you're trying to catch, say you run out of worms at a fishing hole, and you go looking for, like, some kind of bug or something. Like, one time, true story, my Uncle Randy and I were fishing and we ran out of worms. We went looking for them, so we didn't have to go all the way back to the store and buy some more. And we found one beetle, and it was like lush grass and great environment for bugs. Meanwhile, if you're trying to have a picnic or something, constantly you're having ants and flies and shit coming up. And you know what? The worst part about it is the flies, the ones that are the harmless ones, and the mosquitoes spread the most pain. The botfly is the #1 carrier of tapeworms and botfly larvae. When a botfly lays eggs on the bottom of a mosquito, the mosquito will bite you, and all of a sudden you will have a botfly in your arm or wherever they bite you, and they're very painful to get rid of. Well, they're easy to kill, but they're very painful to get out of your skin. You like have to squeeze them out, and they're so tiny, it's bullshit. Ants. Ants crawl all over your food. You don't want the food anymore. I can't count how many times I've had a picnic or some kind of social event and a bunch of ants come up and ruin it. Let's move on to the things of my nightmares. The things that I hate, that I used to run blindly into walls to get rid of. Yes, my friends, I am whatever you call a guy with a fear of bees. Yes, a bee, a wasp, or a hornet, anything like that, I book when I see. In fact, back when I was doing my Resi Rant, I actually had to do multiple takes because, well, one of them I couldn't speak, and, a bunch of technical problems and stuff, and one of them I was just pacing like I am now, and I walk up to the curtain, and it was either a bee or a moth. I couldn't tell. And if I upload the real footage, which I'm probably not because I deleted it, you're gonna hear me go, "Oh shit!" because I thought it was a bee or a wasp or something like that. And so yeah, they're such jerks, man. I'm telling you. Wasps. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. There are okay bugs that, we like. Fireflies and, butterflies and, even some people like dragonflies, even though they're gigantic assed. And, there's some pretty cool ones, too, like, praying mantis, for one. Praying mantis is one of the few insects that, if I see, I'd actually even let it crawl on top of me. But yeah, besides being a beophobe, I'm an arachnophobic, and we're actually going to go into, I think they call it arthropods, which is basically 8-legged creatures. But first, let's go on the grounds of what, what an insect needs to have. By classification in the dictionary, like if they discovered a new species tomorrow, it would have to go by this code or else it would be something else. First of all, they'd have to have no more than 6 legs. Check. 2 antennae. Check. And wings. Wait, whoa. You're telling me all insects have to have 6 legs, antennae, and wings? What about the friggin' praying mantis that you were talking about? Well, those arms, the reason why they call it the praying mantis, because it looks like it's praying, those count as legs. But now you're probably going to go into something else about a more common insect, the ant. Ants, by knowledge, don't have wings. Or at least this is what I thought. But there are ants out there with wings. They're just not that common. They're king ants. When a certain ant, the whatchamacallit, the biggest ant of the group, well, the biggest male ant, he'll actually grow wings and fly off and mate with another queen, causing, more ants to screw up your picnics. Oh my god. I mean, honestly, how many movies have you seen where ants and bugs and all that shit haven't screwed things up? Something screws up, it's either going to be something, like a lizard, or something like an insect. Like, a few of my favorite movies. Now, these are, there's a movie called Killer Bees that's not exactly, a big thing, but, basically, the thing that created Killer Bees was these guys were trying to, breed normal bees with African bees, which make more honey but are more aggressive. They were trying to make bees that were more honey, that had more honey but were less aggressive. It backfired where they made bees that really don't need that much honey, so it's even less. It's a bitter honey, so it's not really used for anything. It's like earwax, and they're really mean. Like, normal beehives, you could stand there and sit there for like an hour, and nothing would happen. Africanized bees, you go anywhere near their hive, they go ballistic. And you know what, they'll chase you. They'll chase you for miles. In fact, that's the only way to get away from them, outrun them. Oh my god. I tell you guys, I used to see a bee and I used to run like hell. I'm still scared of bees, but I'm not exactly, fearing for my life anymore. Another movie, a more famous one, is, no, sorry, that's not it. I was gonna say arachnophobia, but I was gonna go into that one later. Eight-legged freaks, where giant freaking spiders and shit. Oh my god, guys. That movie was, in my opinion, one of the greatest movies ever. And, finally, like I said before, arachnophobia. You guys might ask why I skipped Eight-Legged Freaks. I don't really know the plot to that movie. It's been a while since I've seen it. But yeah, arachnophobia, I saw it once, and I still remember the plot. There were these really new spiders, like, basically it started out like Spider-Man, a bunch of radioactive spiders, spiders that were, experimental and shit, and they were doing tests on them. And then one of them gets loose, breeds, and this one dude who's actually afraid of spiders, like me, has to deal with it because he's this, like, insectologist or something that studies insects. Spiders get loose, and basically one bite kills you instantly, is what they're saying. So around town, people just start randomly dying. One lady's turning off her light to go to bed, and a spider zips down from the light bulb, killed her. Some dude playing football. Spider climbs into his helmet pre-game. He gets tackled. They think it was the tackle that killed him. They figure out that it's the spiders killing everyone, and they go looking for the main web, which is where the queen is and all that shit, so they can stop them. And they find out that it's the dude's barn. The guy, the protagonist, the main character of the story, who's afraid of spiders, his barn is actually holding the main web. So they go looking in the guy's barn, and no web. So they're thinking, okay, maybe our calculations were off. They walk into the house, spiders start coming through from the walls, out from behind the TV, and they figure out it's the house, the basement of the house where the spiders are living. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it goes with a really epic final battle between this, 1-inch spider and the guy, because the house gets set on fire, and the guy gets a makeshift flamethrower, and all hell breaks loose. So yeah, that was my rant on insects. Expect more from the Bodo set.